Alright, hello guys. So today I'm going to show you how you can sew on this United States Public Health Service COVID-19 campaign ribbons patch. This patch is a sew-on. I actually like sew-on better than having an iron-on or sticky backing because you can remove the patch if you would like and use it on a different garment. Today I'm going to sew the patch onto this winter knit beanie, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. So I'm just going to go ahead and place the patch on the beanie. You could easily just eyeball this. I'm super picky and like to have everything symmetrical, so I'm just going to measure this 2 inches there, 2 inches there, and then that looks good. And I'm going to go ahead and use some pins to hold the patch where I want to sew it. Okay, so I have the two pins holding the patch where I want to sew it. I just slipped it through and made it come out the other end so that I can see the needle part. So again, these are just holding the patch in. Okay, so I'm happy with the way it looks on there, so now I'm going to thread my needle. And I'm just using a sewing kit that I got from the uniform store. I used to use this kit for my uniform on deployments. If a button popped off or something like that, I would carry this with and use that. Okay, so I'm going to thread my needle. So I'm going to take the string that I got here and loop it through the needle. Then I'm going to pull the string all the way through. And what I want to do is pull one end to line it up with the other end at the bottom. So you want to make sure both ends of the string meet at the end. And now I'm going to tie the knot. So now that I have my string through my needle here and I have the two ends here, now I need to tie an end tie a knot at the end of these two strings. So this is how I do it. There's multiple ways to do it, but what I do is I'll just pinch the two ends on between my thumb and index finger here, and then I loop this up to there to make a cross there. So you can kind of see I have them crossing. So what I'm going to do is pinch there, and I'm going to roll it off here with my thumb. Keep pinching that cross and rolling it off. And I'm going to do that. And it's kind of turning on itself. And then I'm just pulling it out. And now I have a knot there. So there's other ways to do it, but that's how I get the knot. Again, I take the string, loop it up to the finger, pinch the cross there, and then I kind of just roll it off and pull out. That's all right. So now that I have my knot at the end, that's going to anchor the string into the fabric. So I'm going to start. You can start anywhere on your patch. So I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to find the perimeter of the patch. I can kind of feel it here, and I'm just going to go through. I'm going to pull that through, and my anchor should catch there. All right, so that's catching, and now I'm just going to go 1/8 of an inch each way, and I'm just going to go along the perimeter and sew on this patch. So now that I'm sewing and I'm coming up to this needle that I had placed before to hold the patch in place, I'm just going to take that needle out because I don't need it anymore to hold it now that I'm sewing. So you can, whenever you feel comfortable, you can take out those pinning needles as you are sewing. Okay, so I've gotten to the end of my patch, and now it's time to tie it off. So I'm going to flip it around here, and I should have given myself a little bit more string than this, so just keep that in mind. You want to give yourself plenty of string, but I'll make this work. So to finish it off, what I'm going to do is just find one of these loops here, and I'm going to slip the needle through. I'm going to use this to tie a knot. Now, again, I didn't give myself a lot of string, so I'm going to cut off this needle and then tie the knot that way. All right, so I got everything tied there on the back and checking the border, and everything's on there tight. And there you go. There's the Public Health Service COVID-19 patch attached to this beanie. I could take this off and cut it if I wanted and put it on something else. You can put this on a backpack or bag or anything else that you like, but I like the way that it came out, so there you have it.